Yeah, g'day guys, Mike Hussey here. Thanks for sending through those questions. Generally, we try not to get too emotional. That can sometimes be the problem. So I just know that the think tank will be very, very well organised, very well planned, have a clear idea on which players we want to secure this year. It's going to be a challenge, no question, with this year's auction, because two new teams, and some very, very good players out there. So let's hope we can get as many of the old CSK crew back again and add some quality to the group as well. I know the analyst plays a big role. I know obviously Kasi and Flem and Donny will play a big role in identifying which players. I think that'll be a bit of a group think. A lot of work goes in behind the scenes to try and identify which players we want to attract to the team, and yeah, they've got a good history of bringing great players to the club. So let's hope they can go do it all again. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, well, I think the players we've retained are fantastic in that they play a number of different roles. So you think of Moeen, he obviously bats in the top 3 or 4 for us, but he can also bowl his handy off spinners, which is very handy sort of string to his bow. Obviously Jadeja can bat in the top 5 or 6 as well. Gun fielder, and obviously he can bowl spinning the opposite direction to Moeen. So that adds a lot of balance to the team there. And of course there's MS. Well, he's obviously been a great player for such a long period of time. The finisher for us, the captain, obviously wicket keeper, so he plays a number of roles as well. So what I like about those 3 in particular is that they cover a number of bases. So it just offers a lot of balance to the team, which is really important. And then Ruturaj, well, what a fantastic season he had last year. And totally deserved to be retained by CSK, obviously playing a crucial role at the top of the order. And yeah, let's hope he can continue on that form this season. Well, yeah, I do agree. I think that the opening partnership is really important with any team. Generally speaking, if you're going to have a successful season in the IPL, you're going to have to get a lot of runs from your top 3 or 4 batsmen. And ideally, your openers do a great job and get the team off to that flying start. You don't lose too many wickets at the top of the order. Ruturaj has been retained, so he's obviously going to play a key role for us up there. And he formed a magnificent bond with Faf last year. So I don't know what the plans are in place, but ideally we'd love to bring Faf back at the top of the order. Yeah, I think this year is going to be really difficult. Obviously, having 2 new teams coming into the competition is going to make this mega auction even tougher. I personally like going for experienced players. I think, everyone thinks, well, a lot of people think that T20 is a young man's game, and it does have a role for the young athletic players and to give young players opportunities. But experienced players have been in those pressure situations before. They've seen most things that can happen on a cricket field, and in T20 cricket, it all happens under enormous pressure and very quickly. So you need those guys that are able to keep calm and keep their cool, and that's one of the reasons why I think we've gone for experienced players in the past. Yeah, it's a unique experience, I guess, an IPL auction. It can be very exciting, but also a little bit daunting and nerve-wracking at the same time. From a player's perspective, I think for me, my emotions were, well, I just wanted to make sure or try and get back to CSK. That was the number one goal. I didn't worry too much about what the number looked like. Obviously, you'd prefer to go as much as you can, but for me, I think it's about trying to get to a good place, a good team, a good environment, and that's what you sort of look forward to. From a coaching perspective, yeah, probably the anxieties and stresses are a lot less because it's a bit out of your control as a coach. I'm just hoping and looking forward to getting a good group of guys together to work with them and to try and help them become the best player they can possibly be. That's my goal as a coach, and anything I can do to help them on that journey as a player. I would love to get as many of the old CSK crew back again. I think that's been one of the strengths of the team. We show a lot of faith in the players that we've had in the past, and have really built that continuity, I guess, over the years, and so I think that's been a real strength of the team. So I'd love to be able to continue building my relationships with those guys. Being picked at his base price to now being retained. Yeah, it's a great story. I must admit, I've really just enjoyed getting to know him over the last few years as a person, as much as a cricketer. But yeah, you could obviously see from the very first net session that he had a lot of talent and a lot of ability. And then it's just been great to watch him grow as a player over the last sort of 2 or 3 seasons. It's really exciting. You know, 2 new teams. It's going to create opportunities for, you know, so many more young players out there to realise their dreams, to play on an international stage, to play in the best T20 competition in the world, in the IPL, to be able to rub shoulders with some of the greatest players that have ever played the game. You know, imagine being a young player coming into a CSK dressing room and being able to watch how MS Dhoni goes about his game, or a Faf du Plessis, or even a Ruturaj, or a Suresh Raina, or, you know, whoever it is. And then to be able to work with you know, the coaches. From my perspective, I'm just looking forward to building a new relationship with some of these young players that are coming through, and to watch them grow. Can't wait for the auction, can't wait for the new season to come. I'm looking forward to it immensely, and go CSK. See you guys.